Jai Hind, ladies and gentlemen. So the topic of my lecture it is Wildlife Protection Act. So the Wildlife Protection Act was came in India in 1972. The basic aim of Wildlife Protection Act is that to protect the animals and forest and those type of species that are endangered. That also includes some protection, legal protection on their habitats to conserve them. If we talk about some like state that like Jammu and Kashmir was not under the Wildlife Protection Act before, but now that has been came under the Wildlife Protection Act. And if we talk about some type of constitutional provision in the 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 include the Wildlife Protection Act for the Indian Constitution, and also that reminds that those like before of this the state have power regarding managing all the like law process for the forest listed and species, but after 42nd Amendment Act 1976 the this transfer for the state government also like that come under the concurrent list. And if we talk about some other law like Article 51A, that basically state that every citizens have the duty to protect environment and species and habitat of the animals as well environment. And if we talk about some 48A article of DPSP, that basically state that state should make such type of law that can help for the environmental or like species. And if we talk about some schedule 1 basically is defined regarding those type of species that are in endangered, so that include those species that are in very endangered, for example Himalayan bear. And if we talk about some regarding schedule 2 also like add high protection, for example like Himalayan bear and others. And if we talk about schedule 3rd and 4th, so that also include not much type of protection, that basically include those type of common crow and other like starfish and others. And if we talk about schedule 5th, so this basically include those type of species that can be that can be hunted if they are harming something, so that include common crow and rat that are basically harming for the crops. And if we talk about article 40 schedule 6, so that basically talk about the or state about the restriction on the sale of particular type of plants or species or trade. And if we talk about some type of bureau, there are some National Wildlife Bureau, and on the state level there are State Wildlife Bureau, State Board for the Wildlife. And if we talk about some type of reserve, there are some reserve like 5 type of reserve. First is sanctuary reserves, and second is conservation reserve, third is tiger reserve, and fourth is community reserve, and fifth is also another one that includes for the national park. Yes. And if we talk about something that are regarding that some is policy for the safety and rules and regulation of the Wildlife Protection Act, that are elephant protection policy of 1992, and another one is tiger reserve for the population of tigers. Thank you. Jai Hind.